Hey guys, want to talk about a project that I'm working on. This is a Trilogy autococker. This is a body that I minied. So what does mini mean? It means you cut the front off and rethread for the banjo threads. I also cut the bottom of the body flush. So here on this one, you can see that it kind of like ramps away from the body. Doesn't leave a flush mark. So I cut that, threaded it, and then I also removed the ram mount. So standard on these bodies, there's a ram mount that uses a removable ram, like this one. But it's kind of difficult to deal with. It's difficult to get on. You have to remove the barb to get it on. It's just, overall, it's kind of a pain. But the biggest reason why I did this is so that I can use straight pump arms for pump kits. I can use standard mini front blocks like Inception and Shock Tech. I can use normal pump arms, rams, everything on those front blocks. So it kind of opens up the options, right? So that was the goal of this project, was to open up the options of the Trilogy, to allow them to be modified and built and everything like that. So I machined the ram mount, and then something else that comes on the Trilogies that I typically remove are the non-adjustable timing rod for the built-in three-way. So now that we've machined that off, we can use a standard adjustable one. We can we remove the proprietary LPR. So there was only one company that was making aftermarket ones of these, and it was Palmer's, and I think Palmer's is no longer either no longer in business or just selling out of their existing stock. So this is one piece that I wasn't crazy about before. I just like aftermarket stuff a little bit better. The washer. So the washer rests against the LPR, and then the valve spring rests against that. So I didn't like that. I didn't like the washer. I don't like how long the valve spring is. I don't like the options for the valve springs. So in miniing it, I had done one in the past. But really what the problem is with these over a normal body is that the bore for the hole for the spring to rest on is larger, so the spring can go all the way through. Well, what I did is I created a spring guide. So I basically filled that space, and then we can use normal springs in the normal springs from autococker spring kits, autococker parts, Inception spring kits, Dockfire spring kits, Madman spring kits, Shock Tech springs, free flow springs, whatever valve and hammer spring you want to use. This will work with standard valve springs. So that was really the goal, was to try and standardize the valve springs so that guys are not clipping this and clipping it too short, clipping it too long, having bent or kinked valve springs. Just eliminate that completely. So the spring guide solves those issues. We'll just drop this in here. So you drop it in, push it all the way through, put the spring in, let it rest against that, and then this piece is going to rest against the back of the banjo threads on either the pump kit or the volumizer or whatever you have that's actually going to be installed on the front of here. So yeah, there you go. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out, comment, let me know. If anybody's interested in picking some up, I have some available. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show off a project that I was working on. So yeah, thanks.